Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Banas, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some strength exercises for runner's knee, IT band, hip problems, back problems. Now, the best way to treat runner's knee is not to get in the first place, right? Now, that makes it sounds stupid, but what I typically find is people go off and they just start running, and they're a little lazy, and it seems funny to kind of call a runner lazy because maybe they're putting this endless miles in. But the problem is that they're not doing strength training. I'm a sports chiropractor and strength and conditioning specialist out here in Mesa, Arizona. Every day I see people coming with running injuries. Why do most of them have injuries? Because they did not take the time to develop that strength program, to take the pounding on their knees, their back, their feet. So I developed a couple programs that you could follow that will hopefully make you a lot stronger and prevent any type of running injuries in the first place. Now, one thing that people don't realize is there's science behind protocols as far as sets, reps, and intensities and rest times. People just say, "Oh, I'm going to go do some strength exercises." So you Google strength exercises for running knees, strength exercises for knee pain, and then you just go to the gym and you start doing them. When in actuality, there is a progression what you need to be going through to get the most bang for your buck, whether it's performance or to just prevent injuries. So I'm going to go through these briefly here for you, then I'll show you into one of the programs that basically takes you step by step with videos, sets, reps, and everything you need to do to follow the program. And that program costs less than a copay. And it could save you a lot of money if you run all the time and you injure yourself, and now you got to pay a copay for physical therapy for a sports chiropractor. Now, obviously, if you have an injury, it's the best I do recommend go see a sports chiropractor, go see a good physical therapist or sports medicine doctor, get your knee or hip or your back, whatever is evaluated. But you still need to try to follow these basic guidelines. So when we're doing strength training, what we initially do, we go through basically either 4 to 5 phases. We go through one that has muscular enhancement. We're basically trying to just really enhance the muscles, bring them online, and get those muscles used to working. Then after a few weeks, we move on to what's the difference of foundational strength. Then we move on to a progressive strength. And then there's a power phase. You just don't go suddenly into the gym and start doing plyometric box jumps. If you do, chances are you're going to get hurt. And that's one of the problems with people who are doing a lot of this CrossFit. They just run in to start doing this CrossFit, these big jumps and these high intensity stuff. And they have a really, really high rate of injury. There's a huge rate of injury in CrossFit. And main reason is because they're not going through this phases. You need to spend some time and get those muscles used to working. Then you add some load. Then you add some heavier load. Then you add some power. So let's go, and I made a program. You could just look at this right here and do some of the exercise on your own. But let's go into the program here. So this is basically the training program we did. Now, if you're experiencing some hip issues, some knee problems, some running-related issues, this is a great place to start. It's even better to do this program before you start running so you can build out that strength so your body can actually take the pounding on the knees and the back and all that. So this is through Train Freaks, which is free. There is a small fee for the cost of this program, however, but this is a great software. You just kind of plug in the day you want to start the program, and we just basically have step-by-step every through the week here what you need to do. So like I mentioned, we would start with run muscular enhancement. So if I click on that, well, let me not click on it first. Let me expand it here a little bit more. So here's what you do. You expand it, and you got the layout right in here. I do recommend everybody to do a functional movement screen, which is a way to determine if you have any imbalances or limitations. Find a good sports chiropractor or a physical therapist to do that, and they could give you some ideas. But if we jump into the program, you see it starts off with, remember I said we want to start with run muscular enhancement. So it's run muscular enhancement, specifically focused for running. You'll have a description here. Then you'll have your main set of warm-ups, your main set, and your cool-down. And if we click over here to exercise and intervals, a lot of these have meter demos where we actually sit there and we'll show you the demo of the exercise. So we're showing some forward rolling on some quads. So, and then we have some cardio in here. I mean, not some cardio, some basic core exercises. Again, if you click on here, it gives you your main description, and then your set, and then video. So even though if it's a strength program, so you see basically have 1, 2, and then we get about 2 to 3 days of strength training into there. I have some other type of total injury prevention programs in here, which basically is a full body workout. Again, click on that. You'll see the warm-up exercises. And now, as I mentioned, let me close that. Oh, hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay, close it. There we go. So see, we have a week of run muscular enhancement, another week of run muscular enhancement, another week of run, and then we kind of move down to a recovery week, and then we hit the foundational strength. Okay, and if I go a little bit further into the program here, you'll see as we progress from the foundational, we start moving into some more progressive strength. And then at the end here, we move into some more power. So if you want to try to hopefully prevent some injuries, look into this type of program. It's a great off-season program for you to do it during the winter. Spend the time doing, about 3 sets of, 3 days a week of strength training. Build that strength up so your body can handle that pounding it takes on. Then what you could cut back and only do 1 exercise a week to maintain the strength. I see it every day. People are coming in with all these injuries, and its main reason is because they did not spend the time doing the strength training.